May 1st, Gibson.
May 1st, the year's running fast.
Oh, man, 5th month already. That's Bill.
And that's Will.
And welcome back to the Bill and Will Show. Well, today we're going to talk a whole bunch of sports, Gibson. We got a lot
of sports?
We got King James speaking up.
Oh,
we got Iron Mike Tyson wanting to get back in the ring.
No, he don't.
We got the Red Rocket getting traded, Andy Dalton. Man, we got a plethora of things, man. What's up? Start it off.
I want to start out with only in America.
Only
in America. That's where I want to start.
Only in America, Gibson. Commissioner Roger Goodell, of course we know he makes $40 million a year, has given up his $40 million salary because of the coronavirus. My question to you is, Gibson, how much money is they giving this man that he can afford a $40 million pay cut?
They're giving that man $40 million.
A year.
A year. How long he been the commissioner? Do it say?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years.
So 4 times 5 is 200 million. If I got 200 million, I can give you 40 million.
I guess my real question is, Gibson, how is he the highest paid player in the NFL?
Because he's the highest paid player in the NFL.
That's to me.
He's the apex.
Man, that's ridiculous.
He's the apex of apex predators.
That's crazy to me, Gibson. With the
So, all of the owners, they all pay him.
Facts.
Yeah. So, and then he's getting a lot of incentives. But the real reason why he can give it up is because his debt ratio to income is probably pretty minimal.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. And so, he's already set, man. And plus, when you the commissioner, you could go to your local Walmart and that's Roger Goodell, and you get to go buy something, they're gonna give it to you.
Huh?
Because
they like you so much.
Oh, they know you famous. They're not gonna sell it to you. You Roger Goodell. You go to a local restaurant.
Man, ain't no way. I don't know how rich you can be to have to be able to just, hey, you go ahead and tell the reporters that I'm gonna give up my $40 million. Like, how rich do you have to be? Why are these guys getting paid so
rich,
much?
man. He's super rich. And
It's
they
like
get a lot of stuff.
That void in between, Gibson, is crazy.
It's crazy. I'm trying to, for myself, I'm trying to narrow it down a little bit.
You got to, man. But what the state of the NFL, man, what are they in right now? They gonna play next year?
The NFL is good. I thought they was gonna be in trouble, but they good.
Conflicting reports, Gibson. LA say ain't no games happening in LA until after November, until after Thanksgiving.
Now that could change, but they got that company, Gilead. They gotta take this alcohol tablet, take this Clorox tablet, and you're gonna be good.
Inject yourself with disinfectant, like Trump
Inject
said.
yourself with a disinfectant. It'll flush that virus out, and you good. Now, football season doesn't start until June, August, right? They're already getting in the little mini things online and doing some playbook stuff, but July and August, that's when they're gonna really start it back up. We got a long way to go till that happens. Guess what? The economy will be back, America will be back, and they're gonna play football.
They're gonna play football.
Now, baseball, they're gonna get chopped up a little bit. They're gonna play a shortened season, but that shortened season gonna make the real season worth watching, because you can't lose 30 games now.
Every game matters?
Every game matters. And that's why I don't really care that much for baseball. Even though I watch baseball, I like baseball, I don't start watching baseball until October. But
too much money running around.
It's too many games. They play way too many games, and the games don't matter early.
Well, shout out to you, Roger Goodell, for doing what everybody else is doing now, giving up their money, even though I don't know how you're doing it. But continue to get that money, Roger Goodell. It's craziness. It's on you.
Red Rocket,
man.
I know what you're thinking.
The Cincinnati Bengals recently released the Red Rocket to, I guess, give Joe Burrow some comfort to say, hey, you are a man.
That was a mistake.
When you kill the lion, when you take over the herd, you got to kill the male lion. You got to get rid of the lion, right?
Yeah, but that was a mistake.
I believe it too.
I don't know who told him to do that. I don't know who was responsible for that, but that was a mistake. Joe Burrow, he's the big hot thing, obviously, but
he's not a for sure thing.
2 years ago, Tua was going to be the number one quarterback coming out. 3 years ago, we didn't know who Joe Burrow was. And now, all of a sudden, you think that he's the savior of the franchise, an NFL football team, never played an NFL game in his life, and then you're going to cut your guy that's been with you the whole time? That was a mistake. So here's the first thing. What if Joe don't catch on? What if he's not what you think? Now you don't have him, and you don't have a starting quarterback.
I guess I can understand the move. We're trying to show Burrow that you the man now. So if you fail, don't worry. We don't mind you failing. We want you to. It's a process that we're trying to do. Well, they're used to losing. So what's the problem of letting him lose? But just look, you gave Andy Dalton 9 years of not winning a playoff game. What's the difference here? So if you win one game, or if you win 6 games with Andy Dalton, let him go. Show Joe Burrow he is the man, and we're gonna live and die by him. And you got to do that.
Well, they definitely did that. Yeah. They got some offensive linemen. They got Joe Burrow. They got some nice receivers over there. They trying to do something different.
AJ Green, you got Nix over there at the running back position from OU.
Yeah, I like Nix. I like Nix at OU.
Yeah, it's just the Cincinnati Bengals, man. They're
trying now, I think, but that was a bad move.
AJ Green, you got to get up out of there, man. They putting you in a bad position. Bad position, Gibbs. Really bad position.
AJ Green got a lot of work to do.
AJ Green's a good.
He is a good
wide receiver, and they ain't got
but
nobody
he
to
hasn't been
throw the ball.
doing nothing in the last couple of years.
You ain't got no quarterback. Give him a quarterback out there.
He got a quarterback now.
We'll see.
He needs to do something. He can't just leave. He needs to do something to show everybody that he can play. Otherwise, he's gonna be just like Cam, sitting on the sideline waiting on the team to pick him up. You got to do something on the field. Talking, crying, complaining, and you hurt? Nah. Oh, Cam.
Hey, AJ,
you're gonna be
healthy,
just like Cam.
Let's go get healthy, AJ. What we got next, Gibson?
Iron Mike.
Iron Mike. Recently, Iron Mike was in the press. What's going on?
Go ahead, man.
He said he want to get a couple rounds in. Gibson, at the age of 53, he wants to come in and maybe spar somebody for a couple rounds. For charity.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought he was trying to be serious and come back.
Nah, just for charity.
Because he's looking at that big Goliath, that's the king of kings, Tyson Fury, and he's saying, I could beat that dude. Then he's looking over in England at Joshua, and he's saying, I could beat that dude too. So he said to himself for a brief moment, I believe I can get in there and win 2 fights and become the champion and get paid. I believe I can do that. That's where he's going with this. And I think he need to leave it alone because he's going to get hurt.
First of all, shout out Mike Tyson, man. His podcast, Hot Boxing. I think it's what it's called, Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. Whatever it is, it's a great show. You must have been,
He's in the best shape of his life?
No, Gibson.
Oh, okay.
No, he wants to get in the best shape of his life. I would never get in the ring with Mike Tyson, charity or not, all right? He'll knock your head off, Rock. do you not remember who Mike Tyson is? At any moment, Mike Tyson for me is like a snake, and not in a bad way, like somebody will snake you. Like a bad way, like a way where you never know what's going to happen.
He's always dangerous.
Yeah, always dangerous at any point. So you get in the ring, he might just have a splashback to Vietnam days or something.
Okay, so the first thing is Mike Tyson retired for a reason, because he didn't have it.
Facts.
And when he retired, he was probably 30-something. Now he's 53. Nope, he don't have it.
His hands is still...
I'll get in there with him at this age. I'm 54. I'm 1 year older than him. I'll get in there with Mike Tyson right now.
His hands is still lethal
I'm in the
weapons,
best shape of my life.
His hands is lethal weapons, give still.
So
your hands is...
There's one key to boxing.
Don't get hit.
Don't get hit.
And you ain't gonna get hit?
I'm gonna tap him though.
We ain't gonna have
I'm
no
gonna Floyd
show,
Mayweather
man.
him.
Oh, you gonna...
I'm gonna Floyd Mayweather.
I don't know what the show do.
Yeah, put that shoulder to him, and then I'm gonna be ducking and dodging.
He gonna
I'm just swerving the punches.
He gonna hit you in your shoulder
I'm
and
gonna
knock
just
you
be
out.
I'm gonna be swerving them punches.
Yeah,
It's like that. I'm 54. I'll take Mike. It's not a problem. I'm in the best shape of my life. Mike, he been drinking. He been partying in Vegas. No, man. I'll hurt Mike right now.
I love it for charity, man. I don't know what he's talking about, Mike. We can set it up though.
Set it up, Mike.
We can set it up.
Have your guy call my guy.
Matter of fact, let's just spar. Y'all can spar and get him ready
For charity.
the thing, for however y'all want to do it. But call him. I'm gonna be his trainer. I can teach you
And my
something.
manager.
I'm
So
gonna teach you
have your
something.
guy call my guy, Will.
Call me, man. But
Set it
anyway,
up.
congratulations to you, Mike Tyson, man. I love your new show and everything you're doing. Charity, do anything for charity. I know Brady just gave $800 million. I mean, no, $800,000 to a fan, and it went to charity. So, Gibson, if he do something to give it to charity, why not?
Give me 6 weeks.
You're gonna need 6 weeks after 2. He gonna put you in a coma, Gibson. What we got up next, Gibbs?
Let's go global game.
A global game. I like this. When I ran across this one, Gibbs, when I was skinning the web there. And in North Korea, Gibbs, slam dunks are worth 3 points. The field goals in the last 3 minutes of the game, Gibbs, is 8 points. 3-pointers are worth 4 points. And if you swish,
Nothing but net?
if you hit nothing but net, and it's worth, on 3-pointers, if you hit nothing but net, it's worth 4 points. On a free throw, if you miss, it deducts a point away from your team. Do you like these rules in the North Korean Basketball League?
If you take this and put it in the WNBA, it's going to skyrocket.
I'm still thinking
It's
about
going to
these
skyrocket.
rules.
I think that the women need to lower the rim to 8 feet and then implement these rules. And the WNBA will take over.
It's crazy how this goes. Give like if I'm down 88, if I'm winning 88 to 87, I'm beating you. I got the ball. 1 second left. You foul me. I miss both free throws. You win.
By 3.
No, I'm up 1.
Oh,
I missed
yeah.
2 free throws.
Yeah,
You
and you miss, I win by 1.
That's crazy.
You don't miss.
That's crazy.
I foul a worse guy.
8 points in the last 3 minutes, Gibbs.
I like that.
I'm a crunch down play. I'm gonna have at least that's 50 right there.
Everybody will be trying to dunk.
Man.
It'll bring the big man back into the game.
Well, I think they probably average maybe less than 1 dunk a game. Just because over there, Gibson, the Asians don't really.
Yeah, but if you bring it to the United States, it'll take the big man. It'll bring him back into the game. Because guess what he's gonna be doing?
Oh, you mean? Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. Bring it to the U.S. Yeah.
If you bring it to the U.S., oh man, Audrey finna get back down in the paint.
Shaq
Dirk
gonna
finna get back down in the paint.
man. 8 points though, Gibbs. Every time you score in the last 3 minutes.
Woo-wee! And then if you hit a swisher,
A swisher. A sweet. You want a sweet? A swisher.
yeah, that's the net. That's what they
Okay,
call.
yeah,
Oh,
a swisher.
that's
my
right.
bad.
So,
My
yeah,
bad, yeah.
that's what we used to call them. A
That's what I
swisher.
call it, a swisher?
Yeah, back in the day, that was way back though.
I didn't have no creativity. It's swished, so we're gonna call it.
That's
a
why they
swisher.
call them Swisher Sweets now. They got that from us. They like that name. They took it.
Oh, okay.
But, we didn't have no patent on it or nothing like that, so they got it.
Like everything else, bling bling and everything else.
Yeah, they
People,
took
get
all that
patents,
stuff.
baby. So you like it? I love it.
I love it.
Man, I want to see
They
it.
need it over there, but I love it.
I want to see a game.
I want to see it in the WNBA. That's what I want to
I
see.
just want to see dunking in the NBA, man, and not Tim.
I believe they can do it. They got some long girls up in there now.
Yeah, they could, girls.
But the women can shoot. They always been able to shoot.
I guess what I'm saying, I think as the year goes on, women going to be able to dunk more consistently, but right now it's just not. But in 20 years, I think maybe half the
20
NBA might be
years.
dunking. It's going to take a while, Gibbs.
It don't take no 20 years.
Man, come on, Gibbs. What you got?
The walk off.
The what?
The walk off.
The walk off.
I hope this is home runs.
Oh, no, Gibson. The walk off is
Oh.
the last dance. We're
Yeah.
getting back into the last dance.
Yeah.
Isiah Thomas, the walk off, his Detroit Pistons. They lost to Jordan in '91, and they walked off the court without shaking hands. Everybody but John Sally. Isiah Thomas is coming out now and saying he was very disappointed back then, and he's more disappointed now because he thinks it's because of a handshake. What do you think about it, Gibson?
There was a bunch of teams that did that before. The Lakers did it. Boston did it. Boston did it to them. When the Pistons beat Boston for the championship, Boston walked off and didn't shake hands.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't say anything to Larry Bird about it. Now, the only person that I remember was Kevin McHale. He stayed back and he was talking to some of those Pistons. But everybody else was gone. They didn't say anything to Larry Bird about it. Here's my problem with it, and I'm serious when I say this. I don't know why, first of all, the media keep this thing going. And I don't know why Michael and Thomas, Isiah, I don't know why they keep allowing this to go on. Because, see, this is two brothers. When the man did it, nobody said a word. But when we did it, now all of a sudden it's a problem. We're talking about something happened 30 years ago. Let it go. Now, Michael and Isiah, they're gonna always have a little beef between each other because Isiah got snubbed on the Olympic team, and he got snubbed because of this. What's going on right here? They was playing against each other. Isaiah's the one who came up with the Jordan rules, and Jordan don't like that. So they're gonna always have that because that ain't gonna never change. But the media keep on perpetuating this and putting this out there, and it's garbage, man.
It is.
I don't like it.
It's real garbage how they after so many years, y'all still are going at it like y'all still playing basketball tomorrow, like y'all have something to prove with each other. I understand, Isiah, where you're coming from in the '80s. Michael Jordan wasn't a factor to you in your head. He never won, so he wasn't a factor to you. I understand that you and Bill Laimbeer were tight. He decided to walk off, but as a man, if I beat you 3 times, Gibbs, and I come to you in your face and shake your hand 3 times, and then when I finally beat you once, you don't shake my hand, that's the ultimate to me. I can't see that. I can't see defeat in your eyes like I let you experience it from me. That's big time for me.
Well, you should always show some sportsmanship. That team won. They put it together, and they won this time.
You have to.
Congratulations. Now, I got to do my job and get back in the gym.
But it's a lot of people that don't like those Pistons still to this day, man. Larry Bird still to this day don't like Bill Laimbeer.
Yeah, but do we hear about the beef? Like we hear about this beef?
No, you don't hear about those.
See, they need to let it go, man. The media just keep putting us out there like that, like we savages, like we animals. I can't stand that.
If Charles and Shaq could get together and those were fists was thrown with those dudes, if you can have relationships mended, I'm sure this can get mended. But honestly, Gibson, I felt something when I played in that gym that those guys played in, that Olympic team, when they were down in Monte Carlo. When they were playing Magic, when Magic and Jordan had that fierce game they said in practice. I played
when Jordan and Magic?
Mm-hmm.
They had a one-on-one game?
No, it was the Dream Team when they went to
They was practicing?
Practicing, one of the best games ever. You can go to YouTube and they have a piece of it where Magic and Michael and Magic were going at it, and their teams was going at it. And I actually got to play in that exact gym.
And how'd you feel?
I lost. Didn't feel good, knees hurting. But the you know what? The place, Monte Carlo, I wasn't mad at all. You walk outside Gibson and you feel like royalty. A royalty, Gibson. It's a place where, man, I'm just happy I got to experience that. And I know Isiah Thomas, and I look at the team now, Dream Team. Isiah Thomas should have been on that team. He was better than a Christian Laettner. He was better than a John Stockton. Magic Johnson, you was wrong for not letting this man on the team.
It wasn't Magic, it was Jordan. That's why they don't get along.
It was Magic Johnson.
It wasn't no Magic.
It was Magic Johnson.
Him and Magic always get a pregame kiss.
Ask everybody. It was Magic Johnson.
I asked everybody, they told me it was Jordan.
I asked everybody, told me it was Magic. Magic Johnson, Gibson. Magic.
Magic is his boy.
Not back then, they wasn't, Gibson. What we got next?
Exercise.
That was the walk-off. What we got?
Exercise.
The Chiefs exercised their 5th-year option on quarterback Patrick Mahomes. If you're Patrick Mahomes, Gibson, do you sit out?
For what?
I want my long-term deal, man. I'm not playing on no 5th-year option. What you talking about, Gibson? I want my deal now. I want my money and I want it now. I'm sitting out, man. I want my money and I want it now, Gibson.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. This move right here never works. It never works. If you wanted this, you should have got this before the time came.
They told me they would need my
If Patrick sits out, I'm not gonna play. Give me my money and give me my money now.
Well, okay, this is gonna be his 4th season, Gibson. So
They already saying we want to get this quarterback at the discounted rate because he's a Super Bowl champion. He's a Super Bowl MVP.
That's what they said.
And he is the best quarterback in the league right now. We want to go ahead and get this one more year at a discounted option. A discounted price.
Give my money, man.
That's what they're looking at. And if I'm the owner of the team, I'm going to do the same thing.
If I'm Patrick Mahomes, I'm sitting out.
But if Patrick Mahomes say, hey, listen, if y'all don't give me my money now, I'm going to sit out. I'm going to go ahead and give him the money.
You gonna write that check?
I'm going to write him a check.
You got to.
Because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. It happens all the time. This move has never worked. In the history of the NFL, this move right here has never worked. He's going to sit out.
He mad.
He mad, swole up like a fat tick, sitting on a sow. Now, he's not practicing. He's not working out. He's not building the chemistry with the team. He's not getting his timing down, and he sits out. Then 3 or 4 weeks later, 2 months later, you say, okay, we're going to bring him back. We're going to go ahead and make the big deal. So he signs a contract. He's going to get $40 million a year, $45 million a year. He's going to be the highest paid quarterback in NFL history. We already know that's coming. Then he comes back to the team, and we already 0-4.
So what?
This is what happens. Everybody thinks, okay, he's coming back. We're going to make it to the Super Bowl. He comes back, game 3 that he comes back, which is game 6 in the NFL, he get hurt because he's not ready to play.
Yeah, that usually happens.
Now, when he get hurt, guess what? You still owe him the money because he got some of that guaranteed, and you still got to pay him the rest of his money, and he ain't playing. He's hurt. Now, it don't work for the team, and it don't work for the player. If you go back, look at Ezekiel Elliott. I'm going to sit out. They went 0-6. Ezekiel came back, they lost anyway.
No,
you paid that man all that money, they lost anyway. Look, just go back in history.
Games,
man, that dude didn't do nothing.
He didn't miss no games, man. Listen, Patrick Mahomes will tell you that right now, don't get hurt, don't get injured, don't do nothing without that contract saying $200 million on it.
He don't get no $200 million.
$200 million quarterback right there, Gibson.
You think so?
Yeah, 5 years, 6-year deal for sure. $40 million a year. He the biggest thing out right now, Gibson. That's the face of football right there.
I mean, man.
He's the man.
right now. You know, man,
He's the man
I
right now,
don't
Gibson.
believe in holding out, man. I believe in playing.
I hold out. I believe in getting my money.
I would go to the man and say, hey, listen. I don't want to hold out. I want to play. Give me some money under the table. I don't even want to see it. Just put it in my girlfriend's hand and she give it to me later. But I want to play. But I'm not going to play for no $800 a game. I ain't doing that.
I just won a Super Bowl. I want my bread.
I'm a Super Bowl champion.
MVP.
Kansas City ain't never won a Super Bowl in Super Bowl history. I'm the MVP of the Super Bowl.
I think they got 2, Gibson.
Okay, whatever. You get my point.
Mm-hmm.
I want my money. I want it down. I don't want to hold out, cause a big stink. Give me my money under the table.
That's a fact.
I bet you Peyton Manning did that. I bet you Uncle Tom Brady did that.
What we got next, Gibson?
Euros over dollars.
Euros over dollars. I'm glad you picked this one. Luca. How you say it, Gibson?
Luca!
Oh, man. So we did a straw poll. We didn't do it.
Yes, we did.
Somebody did it. Straw poll of NBA executives, and they said they'd rather build a team around Luca and rather build a team around Luca instead of Zion Williamson. Are you in favor of that, Gibson?
It's not that I'm in favor or I'm not in favor of it, but I tell you what I do like about it. They right. Look who they polled. Who did they poll?
NBA executives.
And NBA executives are witty. So if I'm going to build something around somebody, I'm going to build somebody around somebody witty.
That's a fact.
Why would I build something around somebody not witty? Zion, and it's not a jab at him per se, because Zion is a good kid.
For sure.
He's not a troublemaker. He's not going to be causing problems off the court. He's going to play 100 every game. If you're going to build around somebody, he's the type of player that you would want to build around. But he's not witty.
That's a fact. Now, if you were to ask the players,
That'd be a different
if
story.
you poll the players who would they rather start a team with, I bet this is a different poll.
Exactly.
Executives of the NBA. Y'all never give y'all names that's why I want to change this to anonymous sources. Y'all always, anonymous source says LeBron James had fish and chips and then he can't play the game because he got this and this and this. Well, say your name, man. Why you scared to put something on it? Gibson ain't scared to say what he got to say.
I'm gonna say what I gotta say.
I dang sure ain't scared. But I ain't responsible for a franchise either, so I guess I
Man.
But man, hey, Luca versus Zion. Let's get into it, man.
You gotta go with Luca. Luca, people coming to see Luca, they look just like him. And they want to see him play. He gonna take less money. He's not gonna cause no problems. And the kids love him. So yeah, you're gonna build around Luca. Luca's 30 for 30, man.
Man, I'm going with Zion Williamson, man. I've seen this kid. He's the biggest thing since LeBron James. I'm not witty. He's the biggest thing since LeBron James. The biggest thing to ever hit Duke's campus. The biggest thing to ever hit the NCAA. And now the biggest thing to hit the NBA. And the NBA is going to show y'all that Zion Williamson and not Luca is going to be the face of the NBA one day, man. Zion Williamson from day one since he stepped a foot on the basketball court, since Drake put on his jersey when he was a youngster in high school, has been the biggest thing around. Luca is an amazing basketball player, but a total package and everything you want off the court and on the court. And we already know the dunk is the best play in basketball, man. So it's hands down. You talking about someone that plays above the rim to somebody that shoots 31% from the three and don't play above the rim at all. I'm going with Zion Williamson all day, every day, man. What did I say wrong?
31% from the field.
31% from the three.
Oh.
I got to go with that guy that's we've never seen a person like Zion before. I didn't seen someone like Luca before. I've never seen anyone like Zion in my life.
LeBron.
No, LeBron isn't 6'5", 280.
LeBron is 6'8", 280.
He's nothing like Zion Williamson.
Did they want to build a team around LeBron?
Well, LeBron wasn't in this subject. It was just those two guys.
I'm just saying.
They wanted to build around LeBron too. He's the best thing smoking right now.
I'm not saying I agree or disagree. All I'm saying is I can see why they went that way.
And I don't know the executives. Listen to this. You got someone that plays 100% all the time. You have to pick him. And he's as talented as Zion. You got to go with him, man.
He don't have no ball handling skills.
Man.
Zion?
He playing on a wing out there. Gibson, he out there with the in and out, short in and out. Boom, boom. Dunking with both hands. What you mean? He's a point guard out there in a
He ain't no point.
body, man. Keep killing Zion. What we got next, Gibbs?
Pony up?
Pony up. Let's go. We know we talking about the Cowboys, and they giving that legendary number, 88, to C.D. Lamb.
They're going to lose half their fan base.
What you mean? You remember?
They're going to lose half their fan base.
The last person that had this number was my boy Dez Bryant. That's what he used to do, throw the rock up. This is the best number it's the best number in the NFL, man.
Dez Bryant shouldn't have had 88. It was an insult then.
Well, you got to try to live up to these
You
people.
gonna just do Drew Pearson like that?
Who the hell is Drew Pearson? Who Drew Pearson, man? I thought we was talking about Michael
Drew
Irvin.
Pearson is the original 88.
Thought Mike Tyson. Well, I mean, Michael Irvin was the original 88.
No, it was an insult then. Michael
Oh.
Irvin at least had the respect to call and ask the man, "Can I wear your number?"
Wait. So time
And
out.
Drew Pearson said, okay.
So Drew Pearson was a good receiver?
Drew Pearson was the best receiver in Dallas Cowboy history.
Oh, I never heard about this guy. I'm a youngster. Sorry.
Him
people.
and the owner at the time got into it. They don't even have him in the ring around the stadium. The Ring of Honor, they don't have him in there.
I'm glad,
And he should be in there.
I'm glad we showing him some love. What's his name?
His name is Drew Pearson.
Drew
He's
Pearson.
the original 88. So when Michael Irvin came along, he called him and said, Drew, you know, I'm 88. I really want to wear your number, but I don't want to disrespect you like that. Can I wear your number? And Drew said, okay, you can wear my number. And then after that, the disrespect came because the young people, they don't care about no respect. So give me 88. I want to wear 88. Who is Drew Pearson? I don't know and I don't care. Give me 88. Man, Drew Pearson, you got to man.
So does the
C.D. Lamb, come on, man.
Thought you said you like CD.
I do like C.D. Lamb.
But you gotta you gotta let him have it. See what he can do with it. They done passed it around enough already.
They don't even let you wear a Dallas Cowboy star on your helmet until you make the team. And they gonna get this dude the greatest receivers number in Dallas Cowboy history, and he ain't even played a game. That's disrespectful, man.
Well, it wasn't CD Lamb's fault. CD Lamb wanted to wear number 10. Jerry Jones wanted him to wear number 88. So Jerry Jones must see something in the kid.
He can ball, man.
I know what Jerry see in him.
I'm shocked that he wasn't a number one receiver, but it was a lot of receivers. Jerry Jeudy.
What?
There was a lot of receivers in this draft, and this draft was heavy.
You think he was better than either of those?
He should. No, I'm not saying he should have been the number one pick. He should have been the number one wide receiver pick.
No. You think he was better than any of those wide receivers at Alabama? Ruggs and Jeudy?
I mentioned Jeudy first. I said
No, you just said he should be the first. You said this one, CD Lamb should be the first.
and then I said that it was a lot of receivers in this draft, and I started with Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah, but you still said you thought CD Lamb should have been the first wide receiver off the board, meaning he was the best wide receiver.
I thought it was close, man. I mean,
that Henry Ruggs dude is crazy.
Those two guys from Clemson, they could have went number one.
Man, that Henry,
Clemson.
Henry Ruggs dude was crazy, man. I seen him play some basketball and jumping out the gym like that. Man, it's crazy.
Man, it was tight, man. I mean, I was just shocked. CeeDee Lamb, man, he got speed, he got hands, he could go inside, outside. But the receivers that was in this draft, all of them could do that. Mm-hmm. You couldn't miss, man.
Hey, I like it. I can't wait to see what they can do out there, the Cowboys, man. Y'all the most interesting team to watch, and I'm going to continue to watch
Well,
y'all.
I'm gonna say
y'all
this.
lose. I ain't a fan. I just want to see them lose. It's reality.
I'm going to say this. He going to get a lot of attempts. He going to get a lot of throws. Because the Cowboys going to be behind like they was last year. They got to throw like they did last year. And he going to get a lot of attempts. He going to get a lot of catches and a lot of yards.
Man, listen.
That's why Tampa Bay quarterback had 5,000 yards.
Listen.
And they didn't even make the playoffs. 33 touchdowns. And they didn't make the playoffs. You know why? Because they was behind 1,700 points a game.
Man, listen. After they give Dak his money, man, he gonna be more confident. He gonna spread that ball around. I don't got no faith in the Cowboys. I don't know what I'm talking about, Gibson.
They're not going to do nothing. They still going to lose.
Yeah, I believe it. What you got next, Gibson?
Champions only.
Champions only.
I wanted to say something about my brother-in-law Victor over there in Lubbock, Texas. But he a big-time Cowboy fan. Y'all got a good receiver, but they ain't going to help you now.
You're gonna be disappointed, man. Because NBA considering finishing the season at Disney World. Gibson, do you like this?
Nope. Need to shut the NBA season down. Let's go on and do something else. You're going to get these guys hurt, man. They have been playing. They've been sitting at home eating. No, don't play. This season is over with.
I feel like the NBA is just they're looking overseas and they're just following the game plans of people that've done this stuff what the European leagues are doing.
I can't believe they we just got to come back. Just let it go, man.
No, you know why they gotta come back?
Wow.
We're gonna talk about it next segment. But anyway, look, this is a good. I like this idea. At Disney, if you come back and you want to do it at Disney, I like this idea just because you have multiple hotels, you have enough room. Story in France, they got in the middle of the season they got a tournament and they have it at Disneyland, and the teams play the best teams. So if you're in the top 8 at this time, you go and play at a tournament at Disney World, a 3-day tournament, 1 game elimination. And the winner of that tournament automatically gets a playoff seed. That's what the NBA was talking about earlier in the season, having a playoff tournament inside the season. So I got a sorry team, Gibson. We playing hard though, Gibson. We make it to this game at Disneyland, and for my team, we make it to the championship game, and if we win, we get the playoffs. We get a bonus. If we lose, we know we ain't gonna make the playoffs because we like maybe last in the league right now. But we in the championship game. We got hot. We got
At the right time.
Right hot. We lose that game by 2 points, but the experience of being at Disneyland and seeing like how much stuff was around you and the hotels and everything that they put into Disneyland, it was amazing. That place was amazing to play basketball in. Gibson, I enjoyed myself, man. So if they do it, I can see how they can do it because it's enough room. It's an enclosed place. Nobody can bother you. I like that. And it gives Disneyland some money, too.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, overseas, those teams have a lot more parity. In the United States, there's no parity.
Can you give me the definition of parity, please? Put it on the back.
Yeah, I'll put it up in the back. So here's the definition of parity. There's equality amongst the teams.
Okay.
One team doesn't have all the superstars, and another team has nobody.
Stop. No, you're wrong. It's way less parity, if I'm saying that right.
No, we're trying to get parity.
What you mean?
You talking about overseas, there's no parity?
Overseas is whoever can pay the most, get the player. And okay, so
That's how it is in the United States.
what you mean?
Whoever can pay the most. Now listen, overseas, those guys, they can't ball, that's why they're overseas. Now listen to me. That's not an insult. That's not an insult.
You trying to fight?
That's not an insult. What I'm saying is,
I'm cold.
The place to be is in the NBA, right?
Fact.
That's where you're trying to get to.
Fact.
All right. So you start in high school, then you go to college. If you're not quite there, you go to Europe. But everybody's trying to get to the NBA. That's no joke.
That's no joke.
All right. So if you're playing overseas, which is that's not an insult. Those guys, all of them are in that same boat, not quite good enough to go to the NBA.
Not quite good to go to the NBA and stick in the NBA.
Stick, there you go.
There's a lot of guys that can play.
Okay, now, overseas, there's not as many teams as is in the United States, right?
And way more teams over there.
Okay, so guess what? It's all watered down. Everybody has, it's watered down, man. Now, so your team was last, but they played for the championship and we lost by 2. If you do that in the United States, if you dead last, you the AC, you're not going to even get close to winning that game.
Well, I mean,
You're not gonna get close to winning that. If you're the Minnesota Timberwolves and you get in that game, you're not gonna even get close. You're not gonna even make it to that game.
I understand what you're saying.
But overseas, you had a chance.
If both teams play their hardest, if the Golden State Warriors or the Lakers play a last place team in one game only, it's not gonna be close. I understand what you're saying.
So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's my definition of parity. You got to have it where every team is pretty equal, man, and it's not going to happen. It's like that at the beginning. That's why we had a draft. The way that it's set up, the last place team draft first. But after that contract is over, guess who's going to get that team? Get that player, the team with the most money.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So your first 4 years in the league, or 7, what is it?
7.
Your first 7 years in the league, man. Whatever team pick you, you own that team.
You done. Let's transition into what LeBron said.
Oh, LeBron needs to go somewhere and sit down, man.
He has spoken. He's tired of hearing all the chatter.
What does he want now?
And LeBron said, saw some reports from execs and agents wanting to cancel the season. That's absolutely not true. Nobody is saying anything like that. As soon as as soon as it's safe to finish our season, I'm ready, my team's ready. Nobody should cancel anything.
Okay, let's start at the top. We're going to go book, chapter, and verse on this. He said that he saw some reports about executive agents wanting to cancel the season. All right, so if you saw the reports, guess what? It's legit. Then he goes on to say, that's absolutely not true. How you going to look at it and read and say, oh, that's not true? It is true. They are talking about it. What do you mean it's not true? It is true. Nobody I know is saying anything like that. You just read the report that they were saying that. What are you talking about, LeBron? Go sit down somewhere. Shut up and dribble. Now let's go to the next chapter. Let's go to the next verse. As soon as it is safe. Guess what that means? It means it's not safe right now.
They're gonna say them colors can't read.
It's not safe right now. As soon as it is safe, it's not safe right now.
It ain't safe, man.
What you talking? Go sit down, LeBron. We want to finish the season. I'm ready, and our team is ready. No, y'all not ready. Y'all been sitting home eating bonbons and jujus and watching The Last Dance.
What are bonbons and jujus?
It's just candy. Listen, nobody should be canceling anything. How you gonna be? You ain't the owner.
Yeah, he is.
You ain't the.
He the man.
You ain't Silver.
The man right here.
Go sit down, LeBron.
The man right
You
here.
think you this, but you not. You just a good player in the NBA. That's on your way out. Sit down.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about LeBron James.
He the best thing smoking in the NBA
He is
right
not
now.
the best thing smoking
His
in the
team
NBA.
is
Last
the-
year he was hurt, had a soft tissue injury, and he wasn't able to finish out the season. So what did he do? He quit on his team. I can't play. I don't want to play. I'm going to go sit down. They played the rest of the season without him. He's garbage, man. Go sit down.
He didn't want to finish that season, did he, Gibson?
He didn't want it, but guess what? He wanted to finish this season.
Hey, man, look it.
He ain't gonna finish.
That's just
it's
that-
over.
That's a 35 LeBron James going on 36-year-old.
And why is he
LeBron
wearing
James.
Kobe's number?
Kobe was 24 and 8. That's a 35-year-old LeBron James seeing he about to hit 36 and like, hold on, I need all the chances I can get. And I can understand it, but Gibbs, he needs to go sit down.
They gonna put an asterisk on it anyway.
Yeah, they don't put an asterisk on that Tim Duncan championship. What are you
No,
gonna
they didn't put an asterisk on that
They need to
championship.
put an asterisk on this one.
They need to put an asterisk on this one.
Corona asterisk.
Yeah.
Man, listen, LeBron.
Can't play 12 games and have a
LeBron,
championship.
I'm bored. Please play again. All right, go play. If y'all want to play, go play. If they don't let them play, let them play. If these NBA dudes are so bored and they don't want to play, go play. Because them witty people like, what's the dude from MMA? Steepich?
Stupid.
He will not fight during the pandemic. Who else? These witty people ain't fighting during a pandemic, Gibson. It's only the black folks that want to play basketball and play sports.
Go
I
to
don't
the Y.
understand this.
Go to the Y and play.
They don't want to stay home. Be with your kids and wife. I know it's hard. It's hard for you brothers.
Steven Jackson already told us about that. They don't want to be at home.
They don't want to be at home.
That's why they don't want to play. I don't want to be at home with my family.
Yeah, y'all don't have anything. Come on, man.
That ain't my kid right there anyway.
I don't like this, man.
These basketball players, man.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna tell you something about the NBA players, man,
I'm
before we
done.
go to the next segment.
You
These
have-
guys are soft as candy,
have you heard
man.
any
They're
baseball-
not, get out of here with that, man. Go sit down, LeBron.
What's the guy? Give me a guy in baseball. Have you heard any of these guys in baseball have said a word?
They
They
ain't
ain't
said
said a
nothing.
word. But LeBron feel like he can talk for the NBA. I know there's people in the NBA that's like, no, I'm cool chilling out right now.
They are cool chilling
They
out.
cool chilling out right now, Gibson, because you know how old they are? 23, 24. They cool. 30.
They working out.
They doing
They
their thing.
getting ready for next season.
You the only one that's worried about it.
And some of them, they just, I don't know, man. These
I don't
NBA
wanna-
players.
I'm bored, but I don't want to see a watered down product, man. That's period. I don't want to see a watered down product. Do you know Dr. Fici, Anthony
Fucci?
Fucci?
Fashi.
It ain't
Fassi. Fassi.
I don't know what his name
Says
is.
the league might have to skip the season due to the corona pandemic.
He said he's talking about NFL. He's talking about the NBA. He's talking about the NHL. This is a well-known guy. He's the head of the something in USA, Gibson. I forgot, but I know I seen him talking to Steph Curry one day. I think he's the head. He's not the CDC, but he's something with the health and environment of the USA, man.
Well, no, that's not gonna happen.
Too much money involved.
Too much money involved. They're gonna play. But the basketball season needs to cancel out because we already way past the All-Star break. We deep into the season. If they kick it back up, they're gonna interfere with other sports and they're not gonna be able to compete with that. And it'll just be a selfish move. They need to pick it up where we are right now. Baseball is gonna start this month. They might miss a couple of games at the beginning, but they play 2,000 games anyway, so it's not gonna hurt. And then football season is not until 3 months from now, so that's not gonna hurt. But they got a virus solution, I think.
You gonna try it first?
I don't need to try because I don't have the virus.
Oh.
I already got something in me that's get back virus.
What is it called?
I don't know. I'm just me, and it's
Oh,
working.
only you got it.
No, you got it too because you don't have the virus. So there's
Oh.
something in you that's saying, hey, get back virus. So maybe they need to do a study on me and you.
No, it's just I stay home, Gibson. That's why. Today, May 1st, Texas want to open up everything. They gonna open up the malls. They gonna open up everything. Guess what's gonna come back? They open. Hey, Corona, door open. Come back now. It's gonna come right back. It's gonna open up stuff, man. Y'all are craziness. Let's get into the NCAA, Gibson. They're finally allowing players to get paid for their likeness.
They already got paid.
Is
Go
it,
ahead,
you
go
feel
ahead.
you feel like the NCAA is opening up a Pandora's box right here by paying players?
Yeah.
Are they taking the college experience away from these amateurs, kids?
No, you got to go to college in football. You got to go to college. You can't go straight from high school to the pros. So you got to go to college. You can't get around that. So they don't have nothing that's forcing them to pay the players.
NFL
I wouldn't
is
do
criminal.
it. I wouldn't do it until they pass a law that says you can go from high school to the pros. Then I would kick back and start paying college players. Why would you pay them before that? You already paying them. You going to school here for free. I'm paying. Clemson is paying for your college education.
You got to do this though.
You already getting paid.
Well, it's a trickle down effect now. So the NCAA, and under the NCAA, got an umbrella of teams, right? You
The
got
NCAA has an umbrella of team.
well, umbrella of sports.
Okay.
Under it.
All right.
So basketball,
All right.
with the G League,
Mm-hmm.
scaring the out of the NCAA right now by doing what they're doing with the basketball players, right? Paying them and letting them skip, right?
Okay.
So now it's like, dang, what do we do? Got to start playing we got to pay the basketball players so they can come to NCAA. Well, now if we can do it for basketball, we got to do it for every team under our umbrella. So therefore,
No, because you can't go from high school to the pros in football.
but that's what I'm saying. But okay, but what I'm saying is you saying don't pay them until they change the rules. But if we're paying the basketball players, we got to pay.
No, but that's not NCAA.
What is it?
That's the G League. That's the NBA.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that G League is forcing the NCAA to have to pay players now, because if you don't pay them, they're gonna go to the G League.
Go to the G League.
And if you got to pay the basketball players, you got to pay the football players, and you got to pay the volleyball players for their likeness.
No, because the football players don't have an alternative. You know why you 18 years old and you're not playing pro baseball?
You don't want to go to AAA or farm league.
You can get paid.
Yeah.
But you know why you don't do it? Ain't no fame in that.
Ain't no fame in it.
So I'm gonna leave high school as the best player in my position, #1 pick, and I'm gonna go play
AAA.
AAA baseball somewhere nobody knows me. I'm not gonna do that.
I would do it.
That's why Cedric Benson didn't do it. That's why what's his name? Kyler Murray didn't do it.
Well, football is different, kids. Oh, you talking
Man,
about going to baseball?
Baseball.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody wants to. They had chances to go play baseball, professional baseball, but they chose not to. I'd rather go to college than to go play pro baseball.
Yeah. Okay.
Ain't no fame in that. Going to the B team.
I see what you mean.
No. So I'm gonna wait until the law changes that these NCAA players can go to the pros right now. When that happens, then I'm gonna say, okay, we're gonna pay y'all.
I feel like the NCAA and the NCAA and the NFL, man, work hand in hand. Like I feel like it's what? I gotta wait 3 years to go to the NFL and get paid for something I've been
Doing the whole time.
But when a war pop up, guess what? How long I gotta wait for? I gotta wait at all.
Now,
They're gonna
get in
send me
there.
out. The sad thing about this, man, if you own a business and you're an athlete, you're gonna lose your scholarship. So you only can get paid off of your social media platforms. You can get paid off of if they put you on a video game, they'll give you a couple of dollars. Or if you don't want the money, they won't put you in a video game. They don't care. They're gonna make money regardless, man. So, the NCAA is a beast, and I hope one day we don't see the NCAA around. To be honest with you, I don't like the NCAA, but it gets.
Man, you gotta have the NCAA.
I don't like the NCAA.
You gotta have organization that's directing traffic.
I wish there was.
Somebody got to do it.
I think somebody else should step in, like the NC, what is it called, the NAACP. Let them run it. Y'all want acronyms? Let somebody else run.
What's next, man?
That's it.
That's it
for the day. It's the
Man.
weekend now, man.
Oh, it is Friday.
What you got going?
I got to go cut a lot, man.
Yeah.
Big lot for a big company.
Well, make sure that they pay you for your likeness.